Hello and welcome back to another unscripted tutorial on how to use this VR application. So what I'm going to go through first is a few tips about VR in case someone hasn't used it before. A big tip about VR is to teach people to use their heads to look around like I'm doing now and not the joysticks. So the joysticks, what happens is it turns your head without you moving your head, and it gives vertigo to a lot of people. In fact, a lot of discomfort. So the less they actually turn their head using the joysticks, the better. One tip is to also you either close your eyes when you're turning it, because basically I can look both ways, but I can't look behind me without turning all the way around, and walking that way is uncomfortable. So you might want to close your eyes and turn, or just tap it as you turn. Two tips that work pretty well. Anyway, how this works is you have your laser pointer here to pick what you want to do. So we have VR daytime, nighttime, turntable daytime, turntable nighttime. We're going to go through these quickly as possible, not to waste anybody's time. We also have our controllers here. We have BA joystick and a YX joystick. Left controller is barely used, just the joysticks used, okay? On this side, to select menus, A. So I point at something, press A, and it picks it. We're in the main menu, so it's not going to change for us. B will actually, so if I'm looking a different way, I can turn the other way and reset the view. So I press B to reset the view to facing forward so I can see the menu. Trigger is used in the turntables. It's not used anywhere else. So let's go ahead and start. I think I've covered everything. Let's start in VR daytime and teach you how to use the controllers in the VR systems. It'll fade out. Now look up above the RVs and you'll see the menus actually up there now for us. You can look around and you'll notice that you have the actual landscape that's around the site. That's the old site, the old building. So what I'll do now is I'm going to turn the volume down for myself so I can hear myself talk. There it is. A little hard to click on that one. So we have these buttons here that are new in this scene. We also have our scene going on. So let's go in first and look around real quick. I am using the left joystick to move, as you can see. That's your movement. Now the right joystick is one you kind of want to stay away from unless you have to. I can look around all I want with my VR kit, but if I need to see behind me, I'm going to have to turn around. So what I do a lot of the time is just close my eyes and turn. And then I can move around and I'm going to close my eyes or I'll tap like that. That's not as disturbing if you tap it. Most VR games actually do a system like that, or a warping system to where you immediately appear and you look and you can't turn. Makes sense because it does give vertigo to a lot of people. So you can walk around, check out RVs or the cool little shirt I made that girl there. And then what we'll do is go back outside. And what you'll see is I'll press the north wall and the wall comes off. The east wall, that's behind the building, it came off. South wall came off. West wall, it came off. And of course, roof last. I'm going to keep the roof on running through it. So basically that's it. I'm using the joystick here to move around. I'm using the A button to pick menus. There's no menus in here. And I'm using B to reset the view. And it's making it forward, basically. It's hard to explain. So if I'm looking to my right and I hit B, it'll make that the forward direction. If I'm looking straight ahead now, I hit B, it makes that the forward direction. So I'm facing forward in that direction, physically. So what we'll do now is go to the nighttime. And the buttons, if you press them and press them again, they'll go back. So it's not a permanent thing. Again, I'm going to get closer to aim at that one and turn that volume down. Okay, so it's the same thing, different lighting setup. You can check out the nighttime lighting, the spotlights, whatnot, so I'm not going to spend much time here. Now we'll go to the turntable, nighttime actually. A little better lighting setup. Okay, so now we're at this is a model basically, and it's meant to be like you're sitting on a table. So the way you want to think about this is the trigger, when you grab it, it grabs the table. No matter if your hand's up here or your hand's down here, you're not actually physically grabbing a table. You're just directing it what to do with your hands. I'm going to turn that down again. So I will reach out, press the trigger, and go down. So the table goes down. And go up and down, or turn left and right and spin it. And then take the roof off, for example, and then spin it back. And the way it works is the way I'm facing, if I'm grabbing it, I'm pulling it down in that direction. Okay, so you can't I can't twist it. I put that in, but it was very confusing, so I took that back out. So what I did was actually take it to where you grab it. So like say it's leaning this way. Well, if I'm on this side of it, I can't get that side to come up because that pulls this side. So I'll go back and spin it back in front of me, and I'm going to pick it up, and there it is. Or put it back down. And that's pretty much it. You can walk in this one also, just same thing. Walk around, and you can look down on little characters in there, and it's actually pretty neat in VR. Really neat. You can lean side to side. Don't forget, it's fully trackable. So where your head goes, you're looking. And people really forget that in VR. So please make sure you explain it to them. So again, you can take the entire thing apart if you like, spin it around, walk up to it, go around things, look at it, really check out the drawing setup. Now these are created directly off the CDs. I have a plugin I wrote for Revit. It exports it, and I put it into another system called Unity, actually. It's a free game engine. And I wrote games for 10 years, so I know a little bit about it. But these are the construction documents. So what you see is what we have in our document in 3D and Revit. So pretty interesting. My own proprietary stuff. So here we go. I'm going to go, and I've got this all messed up. I don't know what to do. I'm going to put this stuff back on it. Go back, Ruth. And this view is just, oh man, I totally messed it up. Well, there's one solution. There's a B button right here that centers your view, but in turntable mode, it also recenters the model so I can move back around it. And what I said again, trigger, down, up, left, right, and it moves the model. I'll show you the turntable datetime real quick. It's the same concepts, and review it one more time. Click the trigger, just the trigger. Don't press anything else. You start pressing these buttons over here, and they'll start spinning wildly. And then up, down, left, right, and you're editing the model with taking things off of it and looking in it and walking up to it, and just use your head to look around, and you can pick it up, you can turn it, whatever you like to do. And that's about it. I think I've covered everything. If you want to, and you want to exit, you press that button. Oh, I did not cover this. This button takes you to the EPPX website if you use, again, the A button, and that button right there is the DTM website. So EPPX and DTM. And to select, you use the A button. Pretty simple. All right, have a great day, and I hope I talk to you soon.